Greetings, Makkadeen family. This is Camille Shabazz. Hoping all is well with you and family and in your life. I wanted to talk briefly today with you on the subject of the book itself, entitled The Makkadeen, and give you a brief synopsis of what this book is about, for one, and why this book was written. For starters, it took me 6 years to write this book. But it's an accumulation of 40 years of study and experience that I know if any man who reads this book doesn't get some form of resonation, some form of inspiration, no doubt, you can, I'll give you the refund and another refund on top of that. But I know that this book was designed, the very nature of this book was designed to regenerate a man. It goes into every aspect of a man's life, from his mind, his spine, his sexuality, his bank account, everything that a man needs to jumpstart him and take him to the place that he needs to be. I don't care if you're religious, atheist, whatever it is, your persuasion is, it doesn't matter. If you're a man and you're thirsting for direction and you're thirsting for true inspiration that's going to free you from the chains of all of these capitalistic manipulators that's trying to just take your money and giving you bits and pieces of that which they themselves don't understand because they haven't lived this. I, as a black man, understands that in America, we were made and born here to fail and be slaves. And there's those of us of all races of men who are wallowing in self-pity, weak and broke down, and it's by design. No man is exempt from the attack that's going on full throttle against masculinity. Have you asked yourself the question, why is homosexuality being so pumped in America today? Why are they trying to reverse the sexuality of those who are made in the nature of their gender from birth? Why are they trying to reverse it? Because they know if they can strip you of that part of your nature, you are totally vulnerable and totally rulable. You can be rude. You can be manipulated when you're on that type of negative force. And I know this might sound homophobic, but it's a lot to homosexuality that the scientists are using against the people for a reason. When you make a people, especially the men, homosexual or gay, you're removing the protective layer from your society. Who's going to protect the women and the children if a war takes place? When you have all of these effeminate men walking around who's confused about their sexuality, walking around. And because of their confusion, taking out that confusion on little kids and other society members that don't want nothing to do with that lifestyle. So the Makkadeen goes into man. It goes into the root of you and it opens you up. It opens up the channels that are deliberately clogged up, deliberately blocked off. That's why we talk about Adam. The word Adam really meaning a man that is damned or clogged up or blocked. But he's also a damned man in the sense that he's cursed. But the curse and the damnation is rooted and stems from the lack of knowledge of your true self. And see, you got people talking about giving you a knowledge of self that are not really giving you a full knowledge and outline of yourself, which we are given through this book. You need a how-to on how to get access to your infinite power, which is greater than you can imagine. A lightning bolt that has 1 billion volts has nothing over a human body. A human body has more voltage than 100, 200 thunderbolts. The voltage in the human body is in the trillions, at least 6 trillion voltage when added up correctly. But if that energy could be used and harnessed, which the Makkadeen teaches on, how to produce the particle acceleration necessary to bring you into the fullness of your personal power as a man, as a mind, so that you can start manifesting through your mind all it is that you want in this life, and then some. That's why we tell you, be wise as the serpent. Be wise as the serpent. The serpent is ruling things, and I'm not talking about some old fairy tale stuff. I'm talking about people with serpentine power. That's the power that Earth, Wind, and Fire was talking about. Hearts of desire, talking about the serpentine fire. That serpentine fire coming from the acceleration of self, known in the East as Kundalini. But it's nothing but particle acceleration. It's not a religious thing. But man needs the information on how to get access to this awesome power in his mind, heart, and total being. And that's why I produced this book. This book is the result of my personal pain and suffering from not knowing, not having a father and a true father to teach me properly. Because everyone that's out here are nothing but thieves and robbers. They give you a bit here and a piece there, but when it's all said and done, all they want to do in the name of God is rob you of your wealth and make you worship them. This book removes the fallacy of God from a man's mind and life. This book removes superstition. This book removes ignorance. This book gives you essential knowledge. Essential knowledge. Most of the knowledge that's given to us through religion, through the educational system, all of them are useless. They're trivial. You need knowledge. We need knowledge that's going to make us a millionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire. Most people who go to church, most people who go through the educational system of America and the world ends up poor and impoverished. Something's wrong. But what's wrong is taking place up in the brain, up in the mind. And this is what the Makkadeen is all about. 46 chapters of guidance, true guidance, of essential information. What the information that a man needs to make it and overcome all the arrows and all the darts that's being shot at us. Taking out your prostate for any reason. Giving you diseases, and we just accept it because the core of masculinity has been so severely attacked that most men, once again, as we always say, are nothing but A-dames. Not Adams, but A-dames. Dames in men's frames. So the design of this book, once again, to regenerate, to exalt, and to make you independent of any other man. Make you independent of government, handouts, jobs. The goal of every man by nature is to be a sovereign ruler of his life on all levels. The Makkadeen shows you the way. Salute, and more later.